And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. Today, the finale of this 3-game weekend set. It's the Chicago Cubs and the Detroit Tigers. First pitch coming your way next. About to get started here, and on the mound now, Jack Flaherty.
Well, he's been giving up a lot of hard contact this season. I mean, coming in, guys are hitting comfortably in the high 200s. So many times there's some bad luck, but then also there's just a little miss here or a little miss there.
So we're hoping that the Jack Flaherty that we saw in his last start is the Jack Flaherty that we're going to see the entire month of June, and not the Jack Flaherty that we saw in May. First pitch is not a great indication, however. Doesn't help that I was yapping through it. Swing and a miss, a sinker. Nico Horner. And the 0-2.
That's how it's going to be all day. It's going to be a tough one for the offense.
Chopper, Colt Keith. Good speed down the line, but Colt makes the easy play.
Time now for the
first out here in the first. John Birdie had a hell of a game in Game 2. Kyle Tucker back in after a day off yesterday, or earlier tonight. Seiya Suzuki. Pete Crow Armstrong batting here against the right-hander. He got the first game in this series off, which was a big surprise to us.
He can be a huge difference maker when he's hot, so it's going to be fun to see how they try to work him right here.
First pitch sliders. Not looking like the move from Flaherty.
Missed with a changeup, and now it's even.
Only 26 more outs to go. Yeah.
With some less than fantastic work on the hill lately. Swing
shallow left. Carpenter moves in.
Carpenter.
I mean, hey, regardless of whether or not that we have a great game or not, there's only that many outs to go.
2 outs, base is empty.
Kyle Tucker, OPS just under 1,000.
To the right
first pitch, side. Chopper Colt Keith. 1-2-3 inning for Jack Flaherty.
Tucker is retired, and that is
if Jack is going to start pitching like this for me, man, it's really gonna soften the blow of losing guys like Reese Olson and Jackson Jobe, and I mean having to start Keter Montero and Tyler Holton in the last game of the series. Finally give us somebody other than Tarek Skubal. Ben Brown, game number 13, 3-2 record with an ERA well over 5 and an ugly whip of 1.56. Parker Meadows looked human in the middle game in this series. He's batting 500 entering that game, and we got a power fastball here today for Ben Brown. Only a 3-pitch starter. Fastball, it's gas, curveball, and a changeup.
Slapped foul.
So we're probably looking at a guy that, if he's going to be successful, is going to be locating. Parker Meadows! Oh, man!
And that one is gone.
That's a surprise.
And the Tigers have the lead.
Deepest part of the yard for Parker.
Absolutely no doubt.
Second home run of the series, second on the year. And his first leadoff home run of the year. Well, so much for that location. And the first time we see Parker Meadows with the Red Wings helmet on. Not a doubt about it.
Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin buried it out of here.
The outfield did not move a step for what that's worth. Yeah. Congrats, you just allowed a leadoff home run to Parker Meadows, so you really shouldn't. 57 contact, 57 power. Here's Kerry Carpenter.
That one's upstairs, ball 1. Carpenter
Home
recently
run number 30 in this series. That happened back in Game 1. Not much of a factor in Game 2 with the left-hander Boyd on the mound.
Off the plate inside.
2-0 to Kerry Carpenter. 1-0 Tigers.
Last month, Boog. Really impressive work
Almost,
at the dish.
if you blinked, you
sure
missed it.
Teammates and the coaching staff appreciate it. Great having
Woo,
a guy like
okay.
this in the lineup.
Okay.
Nobody on. Nobody
That's
out
where
with
it's
a
going to be.
run in
It's going to
here in
have
the
to be
rubber
location. It's
match
going to
of
have
this
to be good
three-game
pitch
series.
selection if Ben Brown is going to have success. Well, we got the fastball. We chased again. That should have been 3-1. 2-2. Down low, 3-2.
Big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered. He's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
Oof.
Foul ball and
98-mile-an-hour
full count.
fastball. Well out in front on that. Off the end of the bat from Carpenter. Remains 3-2.
Lifted in the air.
Hit pretty hard to center. Right center field. Pete Crow Armstrong runs it down. But damn, that is just about the same spot that Parker Meadows' home run went out.
This team collectively
Riley Green now, only one away in the inning.
They lead the league in total hits coming in.
Torkelson will bat here in this first.
Got to face this lineup. I mean, every spot in the order dangerous.
Riley Green, third in the American League and right field all-star voting.
I mean, they just don't
Big
give away
game
bats.
today
Ton
could
of contact.
influence
these fielders
that.
Behind this pitcher, they better be on their toes because the ball is going to be in play a whole lot.
Yeah, when the ball is in play, at least from an offensive perspective.
double number
eventually
20 on the
something good
year.
can happen.
Woo!
Strike.
Perhaps just a little bit of messing around with the speed. Sitting there expecting 99, you drop in 96, got us out in front. That's a bullet from Riley Green. Way too many pitches left over the plate from Ben Brown. It's bobbled out there in center. Green headed to third. Throw is cut off and a triple from Riley Green.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Really.
My, oh my, these left-handers. Carpenter hit one hard. I mean, just look at the pitch location.
And he hit the ball on the screws.
To be honest, the Cubs have to feel real lucky that it's only 1-0 through three batters.
Third. Torkelson now at the plate.
Here's Tork.
Hitless in the series so far. He's 0 for 7.
Hard hit, right center field, carrying a bit. Will it have a chance? Yes, it does! Home run! Spencer Torkelson.
He only needed one swing to
Hit it high in the air to right center, and the wind carried it out. Second Tigers home run of the inning.
That's an impressive swing of the bat.
Ben Brown is serving up meatballs today.
You know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive.
3 runs scored on 3 hits, 2 home runs and a triple. There is still only 1 out.
Now here is Zach McKinstry.
Ground ball to
right
second
side.
base.
To first,
2 away.
He's out.
What a start for Detroit. So we'll see Colt Keith now. I mean, he's got a bit of rare pop, too. And if he's going to get out in front of the ball, that wind might just carry it out of here.
Yeah, that's fouled off.
Another one of those good fastballs from Ben Brown, 98. And, I mean, for as rough of an inning as this has been, he's only thrown 16 pitches.
And that one is downstairs.
It's like to the point where, you know, if he pitches well from the second inning on, he could have a good start, but
There's a
okay.
breaking ball that drops in there.
Oh yeah. Not a doubt.
Looking
Oh!
for the K.
Don't love that.
But 2
It's a rough end to a good inning.
The long ball
Parker
was
Meadows with the leadoff
It's down
foul.
3-0.
A triple from
This
Riley
is Tigers
Green.
baseball
And then Spencer
on the show
Torkelson
complete.
hits one out of here.
Back here in Detroit, and now the DH.
Jack Flaherty, a 3-0 lead to work with.
Flaherty back to work.
They're off to a great
Already
start.
pitching with some
Lead
confidence
after their
here
first
today.
inning, but so important to be airtight
Suzuki
defensively.
0 for 5
Don't give
in his
away
career
extra outs and allow that other club to
against
get back in
Jack.
this ballgame.
And make him 1 for 6. I don't even know how we got a piece of that.
Man aboard on the leadoff single.
The first move felt like a bit of a guess. You have to be right in those spots.
First Cubs hit of the game.
You awfully quickly.
Kind of how it's gone the last 2 at-bats. Going back to the bottom of the first. That's a fastball off the plate away.
And that's in there at the knees.
At least the zone's going to be odd for both teams.
The next offering misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. Carl Dixon doing the umpiring behind the plate.
And Boog, I'm not sure if it's because he sort of sets up higher than most, but one thing to be aware of with Dixon is the high strike. Not usually a big deal because most players are swinging at pitches up there, but
Crow Armstrong ready for that. We haven't broken out the knuckle curve yet.
That's just so unusual.
And we won't. Not yet. In the 2 games he's played, I know it's only his first at-bat in this one. Rough going for Pete Crow Armstrong.
He swings and fouls 1 off.
Michael Busch, player of the game.
Handling the duties
in game 2 of this series. Hit the big home run in the 9th.
They went out and made a trade for him last season. Misses just off the outside.
You know what, Ash? So do I.
That one finds the zone. 1 and 2.
Umps are killing me. Curveball,
Keeps
way,
the back
way.
going with a foul ball. Suzuki leads off
Good
first
stuff
with
from
1
Jack.
away.
Oh,
missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
A take. Got him swinging. Down goes Busch, and another strikeout for Flaherty here in this second.
Back-to-back strikeouts. So
Anthony Swanson back after a day
get him in
off.
the scoring position and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs 1 more out.
The pitch. Right through there.
I mean, what are the Cubs doing out here?
Not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for
Step
a couple
off.
of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Throw the pitch we wanted.
The 0-2.
Chopper, Flaherty, over to the 3rd baseline.
Sends it to first.
Leadoff single, no trouble for Jack Flaherty.
That is the 3rd out of the inning. So 1 hit.
3-0 Tigers as we head to the bottom of the second.
Number 2. It's the Tigers 3.
I guess.
And the Cubs nothing.
Pitching well with Jack Flaherty is so fun.
Back at Comerica Park.
It didn't happen for so long.
Now here's the Detroit catcher, Jake Rogers.
Jake Rogers in here for the finale.
And that's downstairs and outside.
Recently moved into the backup role to Dylan Dingler.
And
That
that one
weekly
is
hit
lifted
right
in
center
the air.
field.
Tucker on the move.
Couple of
Hauls it
pitches
in
and an
there's
out
1 away.
for Ben Brown.
Batting 8th, the right fielder,
Wenzel Perez.
Let's see
Up now
Wenzel.
for the Tigers with 3 hits and 4
Yet
runs
another
batted in
left-handed
the
bat,
series.
or at least a batter from the left side, which Ben Brown has struggled
And
with.
the first pitch fastball is in for a strike. And ball 1.
This doesn't really seem to be much of a rhyme or reason for a lot of the pitches and locations from Brown. That's you know what? That's at least a good pitch.
Thought it was fastball. Little bit
Doubles
out
down
front.
on the changeup. At least threw it well the second time.
And that's in the dirt.
And I mean, his first inning was efficient enough, pitch count wise, to the point that he could stick around if he's not going to allow 3 runs every inning.
2-2 now. Breaking ball misses
Except
down
it's
and
3-2.
away. 1 out, base is empty.
He got the gimme on the first pitch. Best pitch we've seen. And then a really nice changeup down and in. What's he go to? 3-2. Hard hit, center field. Wenzel Perez. I don't think that's got the carry on it.
2 down.
But yet another hard hit ball off a Tiger's bat.
Shortstop, Trey Sweeney.
2 outs, base is empty.
And we'll see Sweeney.
Will hit next. There's a strike.
The strong
I really feel like if we wanted to be more aggressive, that this game could be just about over at this point. But I do want to make sure that Ben Brown does not survive like after the 5th.
2 outs. That one pushed to the left.
Pushing us a little backwards. First pitch changeup, then goes to the fastball. 0-2 on Trey.
And down on strikes. And good
Much
work
better
there.
inning out of
It's a
Ben Brown.
1-2-3. Tigers are
Maybe
shut
a little
down
bit too
there,
soft
but
on
they're
him there.
top by a count of 3-0.
Probably got to be a little bit more aggressive.
And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started. Now the Cubs catcher, Carson
Hey, it's a
Kelly.
good card, good scheme, good diecast to have. Oh boy. Hard
This
hit,
one in
center
the air,
field,
center
but
field.
not going to carry anywhere. Parker Meadows.
Meadows makes the grab. And there's one away.
May Parker hit more bombs. It's not likely, but you never know.
Ian Happ up to hit.
Here's Ian Happ.
Happ working through some struggles lately. The 1-0.
Yeah, they say baseball's a game of failure, and that's true even for long-time major
Where
leaguers.
was that for a
Sometimes
month
you'll have
with
tough
Jack
stretches
Flaherty?
just like this, but he's an experienced vet. He'll probably right the ship soon.
Okay.
Pitches downstairs.
All right. We're here to battle, I see. Oh, Christ.
And a foul ball.
Ian Happ also got game 2 off.
1 down, base is empty. And it remains 2-2.
Swing and a foul.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
I don't know where to go. I don't know where to get him. Jack doesn't have a lot of velocity in the fastball. 3-2. Might not have much of a choice here. I don't know.
Foul
Got a
off
piece of
again,
that, too.
And it remains 3-2.
8 pitch at bat. He's just sitting there protecting. Now one hit hard.
Lined, and
It'll
that's a
drop in
base
front of
hit.
Kerry Carpenter. Ian Happ
So
battles
he
his
ends up with a
way.
hit after seeing a lot of pitches. That was a good at bat.
I mean, I don't know if Jack really even threw a bad pitch. Much of that at bat.
And that's
Strike
in for a
in.
strike.
Slider on Nico Horner. Second trip through the order for the Cubs. Stay back on that.
Happ over at first with 1 away.
Slider and a curve.
And
Wouldn't
that one
chase.
upstairs, ball 1.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back.
There goes
Runner
the
on the move. It will not be a double play. It's going to be a base hit. Trey Sweeney let it through. He moved out of the way for that.
John Birdie at the plate.
Am I crazy? Did that not just happen? Let's take a look at Trey Sweeney. Like, you're there. Do something about it. Like, it rolls right past your feet. He's pulling up. This is the shit that Jack can't have.
That one finds the zone. 0-1.
Yeah.
Big pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
Jack really can't get many swings and misses here today. We're going to go
2 on, 1 out.
and try and get it.
The
We
grab
don't,
to third.
but McKinstry on to second.
Good
Back to
feed.
first. Double play.
That's 2.
Cubs
No runs
are
on
still
2
not
hits.
on the board.
No errors. And 1 left on base. We head down to the home half.
Birdie
of inning
chops
number
a slider
3.
down the
It's
third
Tigers
base line to
3
McKinstry.
And the Cubs nothing.
That's what we were after.
Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the
So all that means is that the Guardians won their game early. The Marlins have won their 7th straight. That happened. And the Orioles beat the A's. Woo. Top of the order back up. Parker Meadows leadoff home run to start this game. Ball 1 from Ben Brown. 3 stolen bases, only good for second on this team. However,
when you get ahead in the count,
it's
there's
just
no
been
doubt that the success rate goes up.
at a much more impressive rate than anybody on this team. Pretty weak contact off the bat there from Parker, fighting against that win.
Calls it in, and there's one away.
Good ball to swing on. 2-0, but
So up next, Jerry Carpenter. He's 0 for 1.
see what Carp can do.
And first offering is fouled off.
97, knew it. Closing in on 100 hits on the year.
And that one missing low.
89 as things stand. Woo.
Swings and misses and one down below the zone.
All right.
Really sells the
All right.
changeup with that arm action.
Messing with us. Bullet, second base. 115 mile an hour out
Now batting
for Kerry Carpenter.
hitter, Riley Green.
2 down bases empty.
Riley Green with a
Here's Riley
triple.
Green.
Bobbled out there in
1 for 1.
right
He tripled
center.
in his first trip. Yeah,
He's getting that changeup working, and especially first pitch. I mean, we've seen so many meatballs from Ben Brown so far. Can't blame us for swinging at that first pitch.
Just missed.
Tried to get that chase. 1-1. Hard hit right center field. Will the wind give it enough? Carry. Pete Crow Armstrong runs it down right center field again. Rough first inning for Ben Brown, but the Tigers haven't done anything since. Tucker Suzuki and the aforementioned PCA due up.
And we're back. All set for the start of the inning. So here's Kyle Tucker now.
3 for 5, game 1 of this series for Kyle Tucker.
And that's
There
in
you
for
go.
a strike.
Well,
Right side.
that should have been trouble. On the
And
ground
he
ball,
takes it himself for
Torkelson
the
went
out.
away.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of
Next
the
for
air,
the
lets the defense
the
work behind him with another ground
Seiya
ball. Good execution.
Seiya
See if
Suzuki,
Suzuki can
the
get
next
anything
Cub to hit.
done. 1 for 1.
Swinging a foul back.
And
That's
he
out
has
of play.
really feasted on sliders down and away, so I really should stop throwing them.
Ball inside.
That would mean I would have to actually hit my spot inside. There you go.
Swing and a miss.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball.
Way
Probably
behind
get
it.
it. The
1-2.
fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Pop
Fly
up.
ball to right.
Shallow
Perez.
right for Winsel Perez.
And makes the grab. And there's 2 away.
Keep track of that stuff and, just
The center fielder.
one guy's hitting
Pete's
the ball better on the outside part of the plate.
Now, Pete
Flip it
Crow
around.
Armstrong. Fastball for a strike at 95.
Do like taking that
Looked pretty
first
good
pitch
as far as
strike.
being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located.
Down the
Very
line
top
of
of the
foul.
strike
He's
zone,
late
middle
on the
away.
changeup.
2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning
Good
number
chance
4.
here. Nope.
That's
Oh, that's
outside.
outside.
1-2 to
It's
count.
pitch number 50 for Jack Flaherty. Pitch count not really a concern right now. How did he make contact on that thing?
And he has
Oh
scored
my
4
goodness,
shutout
McKinstry
innings.
makes the play.
3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They trail it here.
Jake Rogers is ready to chase that thing in the dirt.
Back in the ballpark.
Leading up
And
for
in
the
this series,
Tigers,
it has
the
been
first
ugly
baseman,
on the mound
Spencer
as we look at the numbers.
Torkelson.
Really hasn't been that ugly. That doesn't seem that real. Now, granted, we did kind of pour on the runs in the first game of this series, so fair enough. 4, 5, and 6 for Detroit. Torkelson to start things off. Home run the opposite way, which has not really been the go-to for Torque back in the first.
You also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
Probably take a strike here. If he wants to throw a strike 2-0, I think we let him do it. Or 3-0.
And it's 3-0.
Well, now he might take 2 straight.
Here, he's been throwing strikes all day. Gotta
The
be ready to
advantage
hit
and the
if
hitter
you're
and
in the box.
McKinstry due up next.
That one misses.
Or a 4-pitch walk to Torque.
Boog, if I were him, I'd be nibbling around the plate as well. I mean,
Trying to
this
get
guy's
close
just
in
capable
there.
of hitting pitches
McKinstry
outside
0
the
for
zone
1,
and
but swinging a
driving
good
them a
bat
long way.
lately.
And now here is Zach McKinstry. Grounded out his first time up.
That's
And
outside.
that one
5
just
balls
missed
to start
off
the 4th
outside
inning.
edge. First signs of bullpen.
Ryan
movement really
Brazier,
early
who we
going.
saw
Julian
literally
Merriweather
earlier tonight.
And loosening in
Julian
the pen.
Merriweather has
Brazier
not thrown a
getting
pitch
loose
this
as well.
series. The game treats it as a separate day, so Brazier will have about a 20-some-hour rest. McKinstry, left field.
down the
Will it have a
line.
chance to drop?
And there's
No.
one down.
Torkelson retreats.
Up next for the Tigers.
Oh, trust me, I've come to that realization.
Keith.
Working
It's the second
with
baseman,
effect
Cole
as of late.
His first
Some of these
at-bat
people
was
are
a strikeout.
just fucking out there. Here's Colt Keith.
Ball one, no strikes. Torkelson stands at first.
Take a
with
gift.
one out. And there's a foul
Colt
ball.
just can't make contact on those. The outer part of the plate? Nope.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Not sure what I can do with any of those pitches. Colt ain't hitting them. 1 and 2.
And there's a ball.
Surprised that didn't beat Seiya Suzuki there. Odd place for the curveball.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. And the count's
3 and 2. A little bit of help this at bat. I was really expecting a makeup call there on that. 3-2. Too close.
Stays alive.
Right on the edge. Another good one from Ben Brown. That one ripped right center field. It is going to get caught, though. Torkelson's got to get on his horse, and he's doubled up. Pete Crow Armstrong continues to play a really good center field in this series. At least these last couple of games that he's been a part of. He just runs things down that other center fielders do not. Six, 7, and 8 for the Cubs.
Flaherty back to work. And first offering is fouled off.
You know,
Just got this dog from the shelter today, but my brother let him off the leash in our backyard. We can't get him back on. He jumps away playfully. Our backyard is fenced, so no danger.
Tough for him to make
Oh,
contact
Jesus
at times,
Christ.
and it just doesn't look
Good
like
luck.
they're seeing it very well as a group.
A changeup missing. And the count is
This umpire.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on.
The
to
strikes
the
that
next
I've thrown are balls in this at-bat, and the strike that I threw actually in the zone, I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. 1-2.
That
Not
one
chase.
misses in the dirt.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had him eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
Really unfortunate we don't have swing and miss stuff today. That's a troublesome bit of contact there. Carpenter back. It's off his glove and a home run, Michael Busch.
It's gone. It bounced off him and over the wall.
Kerry Carpenter goes up for the robbery and does not get it. Off his glove over the left field wall. 3-1 on the Michael Busch home run.
Man, he just
done it to us back-to-back days.
You gotta love the effort and left to
Yeah,
try and bring
off
it
the
back.
very
He had a
tip
good
of the
shot
glove.
at it, just couldn't quite pull it off. It would have been a stunner if he did.
I
Here
don't
comes
anticipate
Dansby
going
Swanson.
to the bullpen this early. But maybe we do. Also, why is... All right, we didn't go to Hannafy yesterday. We went to Brebbia. Here's Swanson.
But just got to delete it. You give up
I would
that
just
leadoff
love to
home
know where
run,
the strike
go
zone
back
is, to be
work,
honest.
Focus on this next batter.
In there at the knees, and it's 0-2.
Well, I didn't like those first two pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole, he's going to have to
0-2.
battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
That
Right
one
to
the other
Cole
way,
Keith.
Hauls it in for the out.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've
Carson
done everything right.
Kelly.
But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Kelly stands in now and watches strike one. One out, base is empty, and a run in, and we're at the top of the fifth. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike.
Might have an inning or two more with Jack here today.
Next
They do
offering
not
down to
chase
the
that
third.
curveball. The sinker isn't really all that effective. Don't really know what to go to. Down the line,
Down the
Carson
line,
Kelly.
and it stays fair.
Kicks off the wall. He will stay at first. Played well there by Kerry Carpenter.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some. So
Good
that was
slider
nicely
down and
done to
in.
beat
Here's
the
Ian
odds.
Happ.
Got the top
1
of
for
the ball
1.
a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield. So
It's just
I
a
think he'll be
battle
happy
his
with that
first
swing.
time up.
Definitely generated some good bat speed.
Only one away here in this fifth.
Flaherty ready to fire now.
2-0.
0 misses low.
No, he's really working him away this bat.
Just
Sometimes
mound
take
visit.
A little bit off velocity.
Hopefully
Try to
reel
get a
Jack
rollover,
in just a
something
little
on the
bit.
ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Chopper,
On the ground,
Torkelson
2 ball.
on to second,
Fires to
easily
second.
won. Sweeney fires back.
Double play.
Double
And
play.
they'll do it. But not
Again.
before they answer back with a solo home run.
Michael
It's
Busch
now a
goes
3-1
deep.
ball game. It's Major League Baseball.
Make it
and it's
3-1.
on the show.
Tigers need some more offense in this game. That's for damn sure.
Back here in Detroit, ready to go for the last half of the inning.
After
And
a
here's the
rough
catcher,
first
Jake
inning,
Rogers.
Ben Brown has not allowed a hit.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
I think he was sitting off speed.
Not a hit, not a run. I'm not even sure a base runner.
Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
I mean, and with location like this, what do you do? Rogers fouls a pretty good curveball away at the knees, but Ben Brown can do this as long as he has the stamina for, and we're going to be hurting.
Gets a
Hard
piece.
hit, but
And
foul.
stays
We were
alive.
expecting a fastball up. Just foul.
Gets
Do
a
it again.
piece, and it stays 0-2.
Maybe chase the ball there. Do
Foul
it
off, and
again.
he'll do it again.
But Jake Rogers
Really
here.
good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in
0
the
for
zone
1
a
here
long
today,
time.
but
Gives him the
still.
ability to foul off tough pitches.
There's
Next
the
offering
first
misses.
ball of
Now 1-2.
the at bat. 7 pitches deep. Oh, I'd be so annoyed. These pitches are so tough. The one pitch
you can see
that we actually made pretty decent contact on was the one that we hit deep and foul.
And a ball and 2 strikes.
Oh.
That one missed.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finish.
Pitch number 10.
Just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat.
Make it
you go
full.
back to the dugout.
At the very least, I think we might just be ending Ben Brown's day. 3-2.
Swing
Skied in the air to center field. Pete Crow Armstrong. But an 11-pitch battle for Jake Rogers should guarantee that Ben Brown is out of this game at least by the end of the inning, and he's out of this game right now.
See a change on the mound. Ben Brown will depart, and it's going to be a start that he'd like to get a redo on.
There we go.
His best. Back with the new arm in a minute.
That's outstanding. Love that out of Jake.
Julian Merriweather.
And we do see a right-hander out of the pen, which is a bit surprising with the amount of left-handers we have in the lineup today.
Best case scenario might
And especially the amount of left-handers due up. I mean, Sweeney after Wenzel. And then Meadows, Carpenter, Green. So, another 3-pitch pitcher. Fastball, slider, changeup. Ground ball, base hit. Wenzel, Perez. Those 3-pitch guys, when they're all going to look very distinctly like one pitch and nothing else, just sit fastball and just hope to get something easy.
Trey Sweeney.
First hit since the first inning for Detroit. And here's Sweeney.
Swinging a foul straight back.
Still expecting fastball.
The tall righty.
Oy.
He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and he
Good
works
location
in a
that
changeup.
time.
Next offering is foul
My
back.
Trey Sweeney has played less and less. Especially that last one. Good one to hit.
That one inside. Now 1-2.
We'll just continue to be a
And
nuisance
first
against
one
these
away.
3-pitch guys. Take what we need to.
And that's down and away.
Never really came close. 2-2 on Trey.
Next pitch just misses. 3-2 now.
That one called just inside.
I don't know
think,
who's
and
got
on
help
the
more. I
mound,
feel like
trying
we
to get a little bit of
slightly
an
have.
explanation. Doesn't seem
This
to be
zone
too
is
bothered
fucked.
by it though, but he clearly thought it clipped the corner.
That one's into left field.
That's
Tigers
a base hit.
will take advantage
Fired in quickly, so it's
of the
first and
umpire's
second with only
ineptitude.
one away.
2 runners on, 1 in scoring position, 1 away. Top of the order.
Parker Meadows up now for the Tigers. He's already homered in this game.
Love to see it. Meadows homered earlier. Ball 1.
That misses the zone, and that is
Do
ball
not
1.
load the bases
Could
for
use a
Gary
ground ball
Carpenter.
here.
Even though I'm fairly certain Carpenter does not have a grand
Get
slam this
out of
year.
this.
Don't do it.
2 on, 1 out. Now
I
two
certainly
balls
wouldn't
with
give
that
him the
one,
opportunity to
that's
try and
ball
get
2.
one.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on.
Especially with the
2-ball
wind
count.
situation today.
You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish
Take
your
that.
pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some
Wait
runs.
for something better. Wait for a
Runners at first
fastball
and
that Parker
second
can
with
square
one
up.
gone.
Back-to-back
Last half of inning number
changeups.
5.
Damn it. That was the pitch. That was it right there. And only at 95.
And
Full
it's
count on Meadows. Got to be ready for that if he does it again. Down low, ball 4, bases loaded.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count.
Gary
but I
Carpenter
guess it's
will
something
bat
well.
with the bases juiced.
So bases loaded with 1 away. And now, Gary Carpenter, 0 for 2 in this one.
On a day where the Tigers' bats were on fire in the first, Carpenter one of the only ones that wasn't.
There's a strike.
It's a good
Tough
first pitch
situation
strike.
right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the
346
count,
batting
as he did
average,
right there.
second in the American League to his teammate Javier Baez. That one is a line drive out to second. Chase the fastball low. Can't get a lot of leverage on that, and now it's Riley Green.
Next is the designated hitter, Riley Green.
This does feel like a massive moment in this game. No runs since the first inning. Cubs trying to get some momentum.
And he swings through that one. Harris on third.
Saw it happening.
Sweeney over at second. Meadows
Past the point and no return.
Outside.
Good effort.
It's a ball and a strike.
Tried to backdoor him
1-1.
Slider right there, but just missed off the plate. Good pitch though.
Swing and a ball popped up. Corner.
Bases loaded, one away, and our two best players
And that ends the inning.
do nothing.
So the Tigers leave them loaded, and the score stays 3-1.
Yeah, we're probably losing this thing. Just kind of the way it's trending. How many times have we seen it before that we we score runs early and don't score anything else the rest of the game?
And leading off, Nico Horner.
This is an important inning for Jack Flaherty.
And that's
The
through
third
their first
trip
strike.
through the order
4-1.
for Jack. I really feel like we need a little bit more of a surefire thing. However, I'd like to stay away from Vest. I'd really like to stay away from Canely. I mean, I don't know what our bullpen situation is going to be today.
Just missed.
Jack's only reliable pitches seem to be the fastball. Popped up.
Popped up. Keith.
Fastball
sizes
down
this
and
one
in.
up.
Shallow right for
And
Colt
it's
Keith
caught
and
for the
Nico
out.
Horner.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more
Struggles
inning,
continue.
anything after that, a hitter or two is
Gone.
bonus. But
John
they should
Birdie.
be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Foul ball there.
A sinker foul.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing.
On him a little bit late.
Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top half of the sixth.
And the 0-2. Hold it foul again. This curveball has done nothing today. Continue.
Ground ball to the
He
right
was late on the
side, and it
curveball.
goes just foul.
Swing and a
And
miss.
Struck him
Late
out.
decision from
His
Birdie.
third of the game. Chris, third time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today.
Oh, yeah.
Economical with the pitch count.
First strikeout in a hot minute, but John Birdie way late.
Here's Kyle Tucker.
Kyle Tucker.
Swinging a foul
Just
straight
a
back.
Picture perfect sinker right there. Location does not
Two
get
down,
better.
nobody on. Foul ball.
And the 0-2. That
On the
could have
ground to
been
first,
trouble.
Torkelson.
Torkelson raced to the bag in a 1-2-3
It's a
sixth.
1-2-3 inning.
Jack
So they go
Flaherty.
quietly there. To the bottom of the sixth we go. 4, 5,
I think we got to be
6
careful
coming up.
not
It's
to
the Tigers
push
3
Jack
and
too
the Cubs
long.
1.
That's why that record is as bad as it is. We're going to have help up for him in the seventh. He might go back out, but still.
Thielbar.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. He tries to force weak contact, so
What?
command and execution are huge for him.
You brought a left-hander on to face Torque here.
He's already homered here in this one.
Torkelson.
That one
0-1.
drifts inside. Movement in the bullpen.
Tyson Miller, who we
up and
saw
throwing for manager
in
Craig
Game
Counsell.
2, pain in the
Brazier
ass that
also
he
throwing.
was. 1-0 on Torque.
Next
Let that
offering
go
is
by,
downstairs.
2-0. Like, what's the point? I mean, you got Glaber. Well, it's actually not Glaber due up next. It's Colt Keith. No, it's Zach McKinstry. Two lefties due up after this. Hard hit. Right field. Spencer Torkelson gives one a ride, but it dies again.
And there's one down.
Now
I
batting,
feel like
the third
Torque
baseman.
just can't find a
And
balance.
next up for the Tigers, Zach McKinstry.
Zach McKinstry, who does have contact to be successful against lefties, will leave him here.
And first offering is fouled off. Time
Let's head and get our bullpen straightened out right now. Righty and two lefties due up. Might leave Flaherty in for Suzuki. And then bring in a guy like Brant Herter to face Kroll, Armstrong, and Bush.
swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
Caleb Thielbar with the location yet again.
Something off speed. That's why he was so tardy on that swing.
Up
And
by
1-2.
That's a really good job of laying off
1-2 in
the 0-2
McKinstry.
high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
Swings and misses.
What do you
on
do?
a fastball up in the zone for the strikeout. Two down, bases empty.
Here's Cole.
Keith digs in now.
And he's going to hit one the other way.
Drive, and that one's a base hit
Two-out
out
single,
of
extend the
center field.
inning.
So he
I
gets
believe
on
Jake
base and keeps it
Rogers due
going.
up next.
Up next for the Tigers,
Jake
the
Rogers
catcher,
up now for the Tigers.
Rogers.
Jake almost went deep his last time up in the 11-pitch at-bat.
A swing and a miss. And
There's
that's
that
strike
location again.
0-1's the count.
Keith
Jumped
leads
all
off
over that
first with two
fastball.
down
Couldn't
in the
get
inning.
it still. Ground ball. And a dive, but it doesn't go. But neither did the runner at first base. So only first to second there for Colt Keith.
First and second.
Wenzel
two
Perez.
outs. And next to hit for Detroit.
Base hit
Wenzel
should
Perez.
score a run.
1 for 2. Fastball is
Outside. 1-0. Got to bring something closer. 2-0.
So 2 balls
Outside.
and no strikes.
When the skipper calls down to the bullpen, he's expecting.
I think we
the
got
guy to
Sweeney
come
due
in
up
and
next,
get
so-
outs.
oh boy.
So far, not getting what he was hoping for.
2 on, 2 outs.
And
Soft
soft
contact,
contact
makes
just
the grab,
never
and that's the
carried.
inning.
Damn it.
Tigers strand a pair.
All right, top 7. Jack Flaherty back to work for the moment.
Swing and a ground ball.
Slide it out of the way to
Throw
Seiya
to
Suzuki.
center
I just
field.
can't help
So
myself.
A man on base to start the inning.
Should end his day.
Center fielder Pete Crow Armstrong.
Brant Herter will come on and
AJ
try and
Hinch
pitch
makes
us
another
out of
pitching
this.
change.
It is back-to-back great starts for Jack Flaherty. And we will hope that we don't blow this one. Didn't blow the last one either, but at the same time, we've blown so many of his starts by making the move to the bullpen at the wrong time or just the bullpen not being able to get the job done. It's been a big struggle.
Now pitching for
They
the
turn
Tigers.
things over to the southwah.
So we will hope
And he's had his
Brant
struggles
Herter's
so
on
far
his
this
game here
year.
today, an
You can
ERA
see
of
the
5.49.
Looking to bring that down a little bit right here.
Struggling against right-handers, but hopefully won't have to face too many. And a double play possibility. Sweeney slow out of the glove.
Throw to first, but he beat it.
Those
Pete
plays
Crow
can be
Armstrong
tricky
beats
and
it
routine,
out.
But that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth.
One
He
away in the
delivered a
inning.
Good play right there.
And, of course, you got to watch
Now
out
first
for
baseman, Michael
him
Bush.
to be on the move.
Picked up an RBI in his last at bat. Still
Sinker
the only
is
run of
in.
the game so far.
Only 89 miles an hour. I mean, this is a great situation for the Cubs to try and steal a base.
Tying run at the plate.
Runner on the
Runner
move. Throw down Rogers.
Throw.
Not in time. And Pete Crow Armstrong beats out another one. And I mean, our catchers have played really
That was
great
close, but
defense,
StatCast
at least
shows
with their
us why
throwing
he's so
behind the
often
plate.
Seems to be on the safe side of these steal attempts, Chris.
Yeah, you see that.
3 attempts in this
speed,
series.
and
I know
he
we're
needed
only 1 for
every
3
last bit of
in
it to
getting these
swipe that
runners
bag.
out, but
Such a threat
still.
on the bases.
the throws have
Out
been
to
great.
short.
Bouncer chases Sweeney back.
On to Torkelson. got the out.
That play won't be trending on social media later
Two
on.
away. I don't know who's due up next.
This game is a lot harder than it
Might
looks,
go to the
Parker.
bullpen again.
Dansby Swanson stands in.
Dansby Swanson. Considerably better against left-handers. Not by a whole lot, but I feel like, all right, we can't bring in Hannafy right now. It's Brant Herter.
Swing and
Change
attack
up,
for
chop
the Royals
foul.
foul. With the tying run at the plate, here in the top half of inning number 7.
That's
The 1 is
1-1.
outside, and it's a ball and a strike.
Going to be a big out to get for Brant Herter. That one hit
Swing
hard
and a
right
high
center
fly
field,
ball
but
out towards
Parker
right
Meadows
field.
plenty of time to get underneath it
Makes the grab,
as we head to the
and
bottom of
that's
the
third
7th.
out.
Stretch time here in Detroit.
1 left for the Cubs, and they still trail.
3 runs in the first inning. They're still holding up. Somehow, some way. 3 left-handers due up. Sweeney, Meadows, and Carpenter.
Now pitching for
We're
the
back in
Chicago
a new
Cubs.
pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th.
Number
Ryan
54.
Brazier.
Well, he struggled quite a bit, so this is another
Which makes this
opportunity
move to the
get on
bullpen for the
right track.
Cubs and
He's
Ryan
given up more than
Brazier.
1 hit per inning pitch
All
so far
that
this
more
season.
confusing.
The batter will be
Leading
the
up
shortstop,
for the
Trey
Tigers,
Sweeney.
the shortstop.
You got Sweeney, yes, but even Trey Sweeney has a hit today. Brazier will lead with the slider.
And
Ball
that
one.
misses. And it's 1-0.
Well, these Tigers digging
Yeah.
into their numbers.
Just
have to be
brilliant,
happy with the
eh?
swings they're taking.
Sometimes,
We've heard
though,
lots
these
of
things
loud
work
noise
out.
coming from their bats in this one, haven't we? I mean, they've logged
High in the
6
air, right
hits
center.
at 90-plus exit velocity.
Not a
and that
doubt
doesn't happen
that
by
Pro
accident.
Armstrong's got
Makes
that.
the catch, and there's 1 gone.
Well, we'll move into the part of the order that can actually do damage.
And the batter now,
Parker Meadows 1 for 2. The leadoff home run.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
3 runs on 7 hits for the Tigers, 1 on 6 for the Cubs.
Just missed.
It's like he's hoping that the
Breaking pitches
umpire's going to
away,
give
you
him
get
one of
the
those
feeling
gift
as a
calls,
hitter
and
that the pitcher's
he's
afraid
just
of
not.
you, that he doesn't want to challenge
2-0.
you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
hard
Line
hit right
drive.
field, or left field rather. But
Coming on his half, he's there to make the catch. That's
another
number
bit
2.
of good contact from Parker Meadows.
So digging
No
in,
result,
Terry
and
Carpenter.
I mean,
0 for 3 in this one.
1 batter away from getting through this with this odd move. However, it is the Major League leading home run hitter, Kerry Carpenter.
Swing.
He's going to get out of it. Right-hander on to face 3 left-handers, and Ryan Brazier gets the job done.
So they make short work of him there. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Tigers 3.
Just
and
one of
the
those.
Cubs 1.
Offense on fire to start this game. Since then, nada.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to begin.
Brant Herter only
Here's the
threw
catcher,
7 pitches,
Carson
but a
Kelly.
right-hander, a switch hitter, and a right-hander. We will head back to the pen and Brennan Hannafy.
New pitcher for the Tigers, Brennan
Now
Hannafy.
pitching for
And
the
something to
Tigers,
be aware of, the long ball is
We
gonna
trust
be
Hannafy way more than
this
John
year.
Brebbia.
Brennan Hannafy.
And
sinker.
strike 1 to the catcher.
8-9-1
Hannafy,
here for the Cubs in the
26 years
8th.
old, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2016.
Oh, boy.
And that
On
one
run for Kerry
wrapped
Carpenter.
foul.
Something tells me this is into the netting. Yes. But it is 0-2. Got him looking on a miserable slider.
So the bullpen doing a nice job backing up the effort from their starter.
Yeah, we've
Down
seen
goes
some
Carson
pretty
Kelly.
excellent pitching out of this staff so far. I mean, they've come in ready to do their job and get outs. They've been pretty tough to get to in this one.
Ian Happ.
Turn it over
the next
to
hit.
Ian Happ.
First pitch misses.
Feels like this is a great threat to get back in this thing. Make it a 1-run game again. There it is.
And
Yep.
that one hammered.
You know, I was actually flirting with intentionally walking Ian Happ, and he just took us deep to get to cut this to a 1-run game.
It's 3-2. Chris
I gotta
is over
trust
in
my gut
back-to-back
more, man.
Games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ball.
We don't even have anybody else
So
really
back
up.
to the top of the order.
We don't really have anybody else to do the job. I mean, Will Vest, but Will Vest allows homers every time he enters.
And that's downstairs. Ball 1.
So we've got Breesky up. Also warmed up Vest. We'll call a mound visit right now.
Looking to get the
1-0.
tying run on base.
Ground
And on the
ball,
ground to
Sweeney.
short, Sweeney.
Backhanded. 2
Sends
away.
it to first. And there's 2 away.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game.
It's just shaping up. Just like game 2.
It needed to be made.
We got to get
That's
there.
helping
Here's
your
John
team.
Birdie.
Birdie in the box with 2 gone. And takes a look at a called strike.
I mean, Holton's unavailable. Canley unavailable. That's trouble. Meadows on the run. He's there.
Meadows.
Bottom of the
makes
8th we
grab,
go,
and
but it's a
that'll end the inning.
1-run game again.
Cubbies edge closer on this long ball.
And Happ goes
It's now a
deep.
3-2 ball
Which
game.
I knew I
You're
shouldn't have
watching
thrown.
Tigers baseball on the show Great Lakes.
7 hits aside.
Always we know. Just some things we show.
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th.
Bring on Phil Bickford.
Pitching for
12 games this year. Very
51.
elevated ERA. He faces
Riley
Green,
Green
Torkelson,
up now for
and
the
Key.
Tigers. 1 for 3.
Green's average just below 300.
Swing and a miss as he was out front. Action in the
0-1
pen
for count.
down there.
Why they're so
Tyson
successful.
Miller up and throwing for manager Craig Counsell.
I mean, they're just hitting edges all the time.
And that
And
one
when they're
fouled
not,
off.
it's just a great change in speed. Green was actually a little bit out in front on that pitch. And 0-2. Yep.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
What do you do with that?
Wow, short work to send him packing to start.
It's the first one.
No messing around either. All 3 pitches were.
We
in the
have
strike
Will
zone.
Vest warming up already. He's already going to be
Pretty
warm.
impressive,
We'll
given the pop
schedule
he was dealing
Vest
with
to
at the plate.
pitch the 9th and hope for the best. I mean, we are going to have to take a look and see who's up, but we don't have another left-hander.
Torkelson.
1-0.
The next to hit.
Like,
Takes
I
outside.
really just don't think it matters. I mean, of course they would have left-handers do up. Kyle Tucker, who's really going to do damage against anybody, let alone Will Vest, that can't stop allowing home runs. If we get Kyle Tucker out, maybe we'll be okay. 1-0 on Torque.
Late on that fastball.
Bad chase.
Threw that
One ball,
fastball
one
right
Bad,
by him,
bad
slightly
chase.
elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
1 down, base is empty.
High in
Swing
the
and a high
air.
fly ball
Left
to left.
field. No,
Pat
nowhere
under it.
even close. Way too much air underneath it for Torque.
2 away.
We've seen this story before, and you just know what's going to happen.
McKinstry.
Here's McKinstry.
And
About
first
the only
offering
thing we
is
can
fouled
try
off.
and do is try and hit a home run, to be honest, to extend this thing.
And
That's a
ball
ball.
1.
That's it. McKinstry, I would say decent power. It really isn't decent. 45 powered against lefties. Well, center field. It's going to get ran down by Pete Crow Armstrong as we just picked on that right center
And
field
that
spot.
is that.
Way too much today with our hard contact. It's like seeing the same story again. 1-run lead into the 9th. Although this time it is Will Vest. I mean, who do we have out here right now?
And we're back.
It's Brennan Hannafy.
Now it's the right fielder, Kyle Tucker.
It's really not. There's no benefit to leaving him out there for one more, so it will be Will Vest.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So
just nobody else good enough right now to do it.
Try and close it out.
That one
First pitch is
foul.
hit well, but well foul. First pitch, or second pitch rather, but a hard hit single for Kyle Tucker, tying run on base.
Well, that at-bat had a lot of pressure riding on it.
But mercifully for the Tigers, it did stay in the ballpark. Kyle Tucker's day is done. Bring on Owen Casey.
Didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing
Seiya
on it.
Suzuki. I threw a slider down and away to him again. Use the fastball of Will Vest as your weapon. Suzuki has done all the damage in this series on pitches away.
Trying to stay out of the double play right here.
That's down and in.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
3-2.
And now 3-2.
So here we go.
Tigers are in big trouble here.
Could be running on the pitch. He's got good enough speed to steal the
Ground ball right to Colt Keith. Sweetie back to first. How about it?
Well, that's a huge ball in play to get the double play defensively. Just one more guy to get this save for the
Threw the fastball in there because it was the only thing we knew it was going to be a strike. Suzuki laid and just chopped it.
And up next
here's
for
Pete
Chicago,
Crow Armstrong.
Outside
Ball
1-0.
I think we stay away from him. Fouled off.
That's
2-1.
a little bit low.
2-1.
Ooh.
That one fouled off. 2-2.
Cubs are down to their final strike. Tigers looking for a series win. Will Vest 2-2 sets and deals.
Down to their final strike.
3-2.
Downstairs. And the count's full.
Fastball again. It's all we can locate.
And the tying run is on base.
Pete Crow Armstrong with a walk. And the tying run is on again.
Next for the Cubs,
And bring on Michael Busch. We do not have a left-hander up in the pen, just Bo Brieske. Will Vest is our best opportunity.
First base, he represents the tying run. Question is, do you send him and get him in the scoring position?
Face some demons here on this one. Killed us here in the last 2 games.
2 outs.
Miss out of the zone. That's all we can do. There we go. 1-2 now on Busch. That's a base hit to right field. Now the good news for Detroit is that both PCA and Michael Busch have only hurt us for singles, as opposed to what Michael Busch has done. 2 home runs in 2 games.
So the tying run in scoring position now. Dansby Swanson.
It is Dansby.
Trying to deliver as the hero.
Swing and a miss.
Strike 1.
0-1.
Out in front. Vest is out of juice.
Game here in the 9th. And that is out of play.
Good wood on that changeup. Barreled it up. Just couldn't keep it between the lines.
Ground ball. It's through. Crow Armstrong headed home. Perez throw is offline. 3 straight 2-out hits for the Cubs, and they do it to us again.
Top of the 9th, your team needs you to come through.
We've been live for 3 hours and 48 minutes. The Cubs have done this to me twice.
Put the pressure on the other side heading into the bottom of the 9th.
Carson Kelly, the next Cub to hit.
And Will Vest has blown another
Here comes
one.
the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Will Vest done for the day, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible.
I don't know what
for
to
the
do with this
runners
fucking
on base.
bullpen anymore,
Back with the new
guys. This
pitcher
is
after
so
this.
frustrating. 1-run leads are fucking.
Pitcher for the Tigers,
We have no
Bo Brisky.
chance.
He's averaging more than 1 hit allowed per inning pitched this season, and that's not
Ball
where you
one
wanna
from
be at all.
Brisky.
So we'll see how he does here.
Check swing, called strike.
Sinker's a strike, but nowhere near where it needed to be.
And the count 1-2.
1-2 on Kelly. Back up the middle.
And no one can get
Meadows
there.
throw.
Coming home. Fires to the plate.
Off the plate.
It's off the mark
4-3.
and scores.
It's
4-3
the
to
same
take the
thing.
lead.
Well, there you go. The RBI
The same
machine.
thing
Another
is
clutch
about
run
2
scoring
hours
at bat.
ago.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations.
Tigers led
Call it
3-2
clutch
coming
if you
into
want,
the ninth
but his
inning.
resume speaks for itself.
And it's 4-3 and has a chance to get even worse.
The next Cub to hit, the Hap Daddy. And
Ball one.
fastball misses outside for a ball. Ball one. And there's the strike.
I have no idea. And we hit Ian Happ, and the bases are loaded.
Now batting.
Nico Horner. The next
Bring up
Cub to
Nico
hit.
Horner.
Corner.
And that drops in for a strike.
It really doesn't matter because we've got Bo Brisky on the mound. How many 2-strike counts have we had with 2 away here?
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it
I
again.
feel like this is at least
so
the
they're all
4th.
loaded up.
And we hit Nico Horner.
Batters hit by a pitch now.
The batter, the third baseman.
John Birdie.
John.
It's
getting
a
ready to hit.
2-run
Don't need
game.
Much damage here, just a base hit. Likely will score 2. Right through there for a strike.
Base knock
You
here really gives
cannot
them an
be
opportunity to take
serious.
control of this ball game. You don't want that other team to think they have a shot, and a knock here would be a big blow.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Only the 5th or 6th
So they get 3 and jump ahead.
2-run
later.
or 0-2
6, 7, 8
count
scheduled to start
since
the
2
bottom
outs.
Of the ninth. It's the
What a
Cubs
joke.
5 and the Tigers 3.
bullpen's a joke.
Now pitching for
We're
the
back,
Chicago
and
Cubs.
on the mound is the closer, Porter
Number
Hodge.
47.
And he's
Well,
been
we just
hit
about
really hard
had
times this
Porter
year, so
Hodge
he's
earlier
looking for better.
tonight.
Right now,
It is
giving up
6,
more than
7,
a hit
and
per
8. So
digging
Colt
in,
Keith, Jake Rogers, and I don't know.
That one fouled off.
Leadoff triple, down a run in Game 2 against Porter Hodge. And yet the
Way
Tigers could
inside.
not score a run. Hard
the
hit.
air, center
Guess who?
field. Crow Armstrong on the move.
That's the
Puts it
no-fly
away for the
zone.
out. And there's one down. And up next for
The
Detroit,
catcher,
Jake
number
It'll be Rogers.
Jake Rogers.
First
Ball
pitch
one.
doesn't find the zone.
Just brutal. You can't score all 3 of your runs in the first inning and have success. Can't do it.
And it's fouled away.
And after this, same fucking thing happening like an hour apart, 2 hours apart. They all feeling real good from Tigers tomorrow.
Swing and a miss. And that's strike 2. 71 away. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Got him swinging. Just 1 out remaining for the Tigers. Now it's the switch hitting outfield.
I'm due a fucking rage for once.
Correct.
Two times in one day.
Fought off foul. Two-run game with 2 away here in the bottom of the 9th.
I remember the last time I saw a decent thing to hit. Cubs have been spot on for 8 innings. Had him for 8 innings, back-to-back games, blew them both.
Is just 1 strike away. And that is a good
I
eye
was just
on a pitch
hoping that the
down
umpire
low,
was going to
and
call
the
us out
count
on
is
that.
1-2. Fastball is outside.
Instead, no, he's going to mess around with us. Play with his food first. Before something on an edge, probably a backdoor sweeper. Or just the most perfect splitter you've ever seen.
2 down, nobody on. 3-2 now.
We'll go full. Guess what?
He's got it. Ball game. And the Cubs salvage the finale of this 3-game series.
Well, all game, this team had to battle with that 10th man. Those fans making a lot of noise, but they took the lead in the 9th inning, quieted things down, and were able to get those final 3 outs in the bottom half as well. Just a very well executed ball game.
A 5-3 final score in this one. The Cubs go home a winner. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.